Good evening. This is another week of the VFL in review here at the beautiful Farmers Market on Route 11 at the Rumor Mill Coffee Shop. And our host, I still hate number 4, and what's the matter? This one's starting out well. All right, Gary, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, well, so we had another exciting week here in the VFL. Some real nail biters and then some stinkers, but wouldn't be a week without it. So we'll start the recap off with the Rogue Commish and the Crud Cutters. Yeah, those guys. Rogue had his best game of the season by far, I think, fellas. Like, he put up the most points. It was fairly competitive until the end, but the old Crud Cutters went out there and stole the deal away from it. Solid play from Green and somebody else. Winston, yeah, their quarterback play was really good. You can't see my notes here. I read in a green pen. It was a terrible idea.
It would have been too bad if you hadn't used green paper.
I know. So that was a solid game. What did you think about that game? I know you tried to help coach up the old Cremish, and how'd that work out for you?
I tried coaching him up. He had some. It didn't work well.
It didn't.
My choices, because I think he had Jay Cutler in.
Right.
God, that's terrible.
And I was like,
which was still better than what Chris got.
And I told you not to pick up Roethlisberger.
I never even looked at Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I did.
Anyways, well, I told you not to pick him up because he's lousy.
Well, he's with Steelers.
Yeah. There is that. Stay away from Steelers.
Well, although I do got to say the 2 Steelers I have do get me going. So.
Yeah. And there is one really good Steeler, Arthur Motes from JMU. It's just nice to cheer on a hometown guy.
That's right.
So, Rogue, what do you think about the game? How'd you feel better about it?
A couple of the people I picked up did really good. I can't remember the full name. Fuller, he did great with 20 points, 18 points.
Yeah.
Who did you say full alert?
Yes.
Apparently we need, medical alert over here. But
Miracle.
it was a definite improvement. Got better as the time went on, but good
This is
old
the best showing.
good old Critter Cutters couldn't finish it, or he just destroyed me. What was his total? 140, 130?
Yeah, it was a lot to little. But you were within 20 points, so by far your best showing.
Yeah.
So
5 points more than the game before.
60.
yeah, so good job. You made the triple digits. Fantastic. We're gonna keep moving on that momentum there, buddy. The next game of the week was by far the game of the week. It was battle for the state line. The West Virginia somethings and the Virginia Putty Knives. Gunslingers.
There you go.
Those guys. The Putty Knives pulled it out with a 95-93 victory. Had a huge game from... Who did you have a huge game from?
I had a huge game from just about everybody on the team, with the exception of you. Actually, it came down to relying on Thielen with the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. Diggs got hurt for the Squatches. Thielen had just enough points to pull us ahead. The Squatches had already started burning the couch. He had to go out there and throw water on it.
He peed on it.
That teaches him not to celebrate too early, Squatches. You've been warned.
Yep. So that catapulted Hunky Dunky Donkey Daddy into first place. Fantastic.
Same you, Steve Davis.
He's not even in this. Does anybody know who that guy is? I don't.
I don't.
That's great. But Hunky Dunky Dory Daddy over here, first place.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, after a brief respite.
Station identification. So we just finished up the recap of the Gunslingers and the Squatches, where the Gunslingers came out on top, 95-93. So
And
good
we're
job.
in first place in the VFL.
First place. So next game goes down to the Kickers and the Bathroom Bandits. Kickers, you guys had a huge day, or not a big day, from your wide receiver and Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley got the worst performance of the season with only 3 points. Knocked you out of first place, right?
They did knock me out of first
Yeah.
place.
You want to recap that a little bit?
Still in the top 3. I had a lot of injuries and bye weeks I was dealing with, so I'll bring it down to poor coaching this week.
Yeah, okay.
My pickups were pretty bad.
The same coaching that helped me with my game this week?
Yes. But you scored the most. Your highest scoring week.
By 5
It
points.
wasn't that hard.
It was better than 60 points. Yeah, it was. I mean, my pickups were pretty bad. My defensive players have been holding pretty solid. I think it's the second week in a row. At least one of them, I think, broke like 20 points or close to it.
Yeah.
So I've had some good luck with my defensive players. Probably just got a little bit more production, out of Gurley and some of the other guys. But it was, I'm still second highest scorer in the league right now. Dropped to third, but I'm definitely in playoff contention. I got a ways to go till I drop rock bottom, like the Reindeers and the Road Commissioner.
Yeah. It was a solid week though for the Bandits, or the bathroom Bandits, whatever their name is. They gave me the first loss of the season, so kudos to those guys. Next game we're going to follow up with is Turd Ferguson and the multiple choices. Turd Ferguson flat out just crushed it this week. He ran the show. Rivers and Gordon had huge days, and Prescott for scoregasms. That was his only output of the game. Everybody else, I think he had a defensive player that matched projection, but besides that was about it. Everybody under par for him, and that definitely hurt you. So better luck next week there. Multiple choices. Final game we'll recap here is myself and I Hate Number 4 over Jeff's Reindeers. Had a 30-point win. I believe you heard it here first last week. I called it. Said I was going to win and did. So wasn't much of a challenge.
No.
Yep.
Reindeer stayed in the North Pole.
Yeah. So we'd like to have you out and talk with us sometime. Not shy away and just hang out with Rick, but that's fine. We understand. That's what I had for the recaps of last week. What do you got?
Well, one thing. That's before we get into the upcoming matches. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been challenging some of these other VFL owners to come out to some of these tapings, represent themselves, stand up for themselves. The only thing I got to say to you boys is ask your wives if you can take them out of the dresser drawer and strap them back on for one more evening. And come on out and join us.
I think he's referring to testicles.
If you have to, bring your wives with you. They're welcome to call me. I'll see if I can get a permission slip for you to come out and join us one evening.
I like to write things down. Come on out, guys. It'll be a lot of fun. You can have coffee. They've got food here. They make really good sandwiches. You can have an adult beverage or two if you so desire. It's fantastic. So it's a good time.
It is wonderful time.
Please come out.
I have something.
Yes.
As an official spokesperson for the Crud Cutters, I'd like to announce that Week 10's matchup, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
We're going out here.
One out here. It's against the Gunslingers.
Whoa.
He's letting his wife pick his entire lineup without any help whatsoever, just so he gets beat by a girl.
Wow.
And he's calling out the rest of the White Wave whiners. He's coming for the top position, which, him and I's debated. He's not getting the top position. I'm gonna stay number 1, but he can have number 2.
I got the top position, and I don't plan on giving it up.
This week, we'll see this week. So, but he's calling out everybody. He can't make it due to his work schedule because he gets up at 11 p.m. and heads to work. But he's calling everybody
okay.
out.
I get up at 3:05 a.m. and head to work, and I still come out here on work nights. We can try to make it at 6 o'clock if we're getting into his bedtime. But and so you are his official spokesperson.
Yes.
See, all this time I thought his wife was his spokesperson for you. Hi, Peggy.
Man.
All
right. So on to this week's games. Let's see. We got the Squatches and the Crud Cutters, Mr. Representative. Right now, the Squatches are picked to win. Looks like a close matchup, but what do you got to say there for the old Cruds?
I think he'll win.
Yeah?
I think he'll win. He's on the upswing right now. He's outscored everybody in the league.
Yeah.
By 2 points. But he's still, to be in 7th place and just completely outscored everybody, that's got to sting.
Yeah.
Everybody has, again, Corey's biggest week was against him. Even though he lost, that was still his highest scoring week. So he's had a lot of points scored against him.
Yeah.
So I look for another victory for them.
And we'll go ahead and give you the in facto representative of the Squatches. What do you think about them?
Well, as a representative of the Squatches, I know he'll probably make at least another 10 moves between now and the time the game starts on Sunday. He is leading in moves again.
I vote for a cap on that, by the way.
I do.
I think the Squatches are going to overthink it, and I predict the Squatches will finish the season in 8th place.
Wow.
In the league.
Wow. Just barely squeaking in.
Some representative.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's Mr. Squatch.
Yes.
He is no friend to you. Sorry. All right, so let's see. So that sells it. We're about one even on that one. What do you think, Mish? What do you think's gotten on the Squatches or the Cruds?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the Cruds.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to the Cruds.
I think everybody's picking the Crud straight across the board. Obviously, like his wife picked this week also.
Interesting fact, if you're from West Virginia, you call him a wood booger.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I have heard that.
Wow. All right, so on to the next game. We've got the Reindeers versus the multiple choices. Multiple choices is if you pick C, statistically you're going to win most of the time. So, Reindeers, multiple choices. Multiple choices are picked to win with the letter C right now. What do you got?
I don't know. I think the multiple Scorseses are going to fall again.
Yeah.
I think, they've had some pretty big drops over the past few weeks.
It's true.
From first place all the way down to, what are they at now? Like 5th or 6th?
Something like that, yeah.
So, I think they're going to drop the ball again.
Yeah. Even though the Reindeers are just, I don't know what to do.
He's got to win some point.
Right.
I mean, his only win was
we've
against the
said that
commissioner.
before, but I don't know.
He watches football at least.
Yeah.
He's got a slight
I
advantage.
Pick, multiple score squatches or whatever he calls himself this week. But yeah, I think he'll win. The reindeer is snake bit this year.
Yeah.
He's just
Poor fellow. All right, then we're going to go into the Bathroom Bandits and Turd Ferguson. We're going to call this one the Battle of the Bowl. Yeah, I call that all by myself.
Hey, what did you say? The turds were floating kind of high last week?
Turds were floating kind of high last week after that last win. Will the float continue? Are they adrift in the Bathroom Bowl? Or will they get flushed by the Bathroom Bandits? Time will tell. What do you got there, buddy? What do you got?
I think I'm going to have to go with the Bandits on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They outcoached me last week,
Mm-hmm.
so solid win for them. I think it'll continue.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Bandits also.
Yeah.
I think Turd, he's been up and down all year, so it's here or there. You can't find an equal medium.
Floaty Sinky, one of the two. All right, and then let's see. The game of the week right now is still 50-50. Me and Rick, I hate number 4 versus the Gunslingers. Right now we're projected to be, it's a dead heat, 50-50 either way. You had a pretty big day from on Thursday night.
I did.
Yeah.
Aguilar with Philadelphia, I'd put him in 30 minutes before the game started.
Wow.
And seems like it was a fairly confident move.
And those two teams, that was a solid game, although like the 3 interceptions by Cam Newton, they struggled in Carolina, but Philadelphia's no joke this year, man. They are playing very strong, real deal football. Carson Wentz seems to be, fairly legit.
Put some weapons around
Yeah.
there.
Pass rush looked very good last night.
Yeah, so it's a good week for him. We'll see how it goes. It is the battle for first place too. You're being first, I'm in second.
It's 2 weeks in a row I've been in a fight for the top spot.
Yeah.
Not easy matches.
No, defending the crown out there.
Yeah.
Way to go. So that's all I got for the upcoming preview of this week. It is Friday night. ESPN Game Day's in town. I know most people won't care or whatever, but it's kind of big for the area.
It is.
He's a representative from Home Depot, so he made it all happen, really.
I did. I did.
Yeah. So he called him.
Plus, he talked to the Home Depot folks and Game Day about they want the BFL folks on their show next year.
Yeah.
So production value, would increase with the money that they can
Yeah, it would be nice, have a real camera. We get a monitor, so I don't have to read green writing off of a paper.
Better writing, so I'm not in the witness protection program anymore.
He's back, guys. Look at him. You can see his face. So, another fine recap this week, guys. Looking forward to the finish of this week and moving on. Thanks a lot for being here.
Adios.
Thanks, guys.